All right, all right, all right. Good morning, Los Angeles. Welcome to the heart of the city. Welcome to Banc of California Stadium. My name is Tom Penn, and it's my honor. I'm humbly here as the president and co-owner of LAFC and Banc of California Stadium. Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Mayor, distinguished elected officials, to all of our owner partners, to all of our corporate partners, civic partners, community partners, neighbors in Exposition Park, employees, friends and family. After 20 months of hard work, construction, after 3.5 years of really hard work, we did it. Yeah. And when I say we, I mean you and you and you. Virtually everyone here had a hand in doing this, and we couldn't have done this without all of you. We couldn't have done this without Henry Wynn and Vincent Tan and Ruben Gonalingam. Henry sent an email in December of 2012 saying, let's buy an MLS team. Can we get LA? We couldn't have done, and then Henry worked his tail off to help get this land, to design what you're going to see, and I'm forever grateful for that, Henry. Thank you. We couldn't have done this without Larry Berg and Bennett Rosenthal and Brandon Beck, our co-managing owners. And we couldn't have done this without our executive chairman, the legendary Peter Guber. Peter's stardust is sprinkled all over every facet of this building and every part of our project. It's an honor and a privilege to call him a partner. Welcome to the stage, partner.
Wow, this is like a huge birthday party with the big bow and the big thing that's going to be opened. You know, but before we do that, I have to add a couple of things to this. That this journey is long and it's hard, it was arduous, interesting, but it started with another person too, with Don Garber, the commissioner. You couldn't have this conversation without Don Garber, who has been the commissioner for 20 years. He started it from the very, 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 very beginning, and he was an inspired leader. We wouldn't be here at this location if Don Garber didn't say, this is where you got to go. You got to be of the city, in the center of the city, in the heart of the city. You got to be urban. He insisted on that. He told Tom and I over and over again, this is where you're going to be. We thought, it's crazy. Let's go to a beautiful field. He was right. Don, thank you for your magic. Sometimes when you walk into a stadium, you think, or a place or a building, many of which Magic and I have done and other places that we've been, you say, this is pretty good. Rarely can you say, this exceeded expectations. It exceeded expectations. When you go and you walk through it and you look at it, you can't help but say, wow, I want to be here. And that's the very purpose of this building, for the city to be here. And we're not all digital. We're analog people. When we're in the same audience, breathing the same air, cheering for artists or players, we feel connected. Not just zeros and ones, not just Twitter, but our hearts. And that's what makes a team so valuable. The artists that'll play here will move our hearts. The players that are going to play here, hopefully they'll move our hearts and they'll win and be successful and we'll cheer them on. But they will feel pride in playing in this stadium. Make no mistake, our intention was to make a modern-day campfire. That's what a venue is. That's what it is, aligning all the interests of all the constituencies so they can be together and feel like they're together in this city. Making a creative statement, that's what we decided. We would be using our hearts, our wallet, our feet, and our tongue. Have that authenticity, align ourselves. We couldn't have done this without the inspired and purposeful leadership of Larry Berg, lead managing owner, and Bennett Rosenthal and Brandon Beck, co-managing owners. Larry, it's been a total joy to be your partner and working with all the partners here. All of these people down here who are also our partners, and the players who are our partners, and the city, of course, is our best partner. So I welcome Larry Berg, our leader, to the stage.
Thank you, Peter. You've been an amazing partner in this journey, and I especially want to thank you for talking me into this whole thing. So I wouldn't have done it without you, for real. This is a special day for this club and for this city, and it wouldn't be possible without some very important people. We certainly couldn't have done this without my co-managing owners, Bennett Rosenthal and Brandon Beck. And I just want you guys to know you've been great partners, and I'm honored to be your partner. Special thanks to all of our incredible ownership group, including those present today. That includes Magic Johnson, Miaham Garcia-Parra, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Harry Sau, Mitch Lasky, Mark Merrill, Chad Hurley, Alan Shapiro, Tucker Kane, Lon Rosen, Paul Schaefer, Mike Mahan, Jason Sugarman. Thanks to all of you. You've been fantastic. And for me, a special thanks to my wife, Allison, and my son, Zach. Zach is now known as LAFC Zach B on Instagram. He's got a new name. And we couldn't have done this without our founding corporate partners. We've had tremendous support here in Los Angeles. That's how you put up a stadium like this. Banc of California, YouTube TV, Kaiser Permanente, Delta Aeromexico, Heineken, Toyota, and many other corporate partners. That's a hell of a list. So we're really proud of that. And especially today, we want to thank and recognize Banc of California and their CEO, Doug Bowers. Their name is on the building, and it's fantastic. I love soccer. Ever since my dad signed me up for my first team at 8 years old in 1974. I've loved it ever since. Back then, we only had 2 teams. We played each other every week, same team. It's grown a lot since then. We've come a very long way as a country. We've become a soccer nation. I've become a huge fan of the U.S. men's national team and a huge fan of Major League Soccer. And we couldn't have done this without the support and partnership of the MLS. And without the man that built the league and has done so much for the sport in this country. So it's my great privilege to introduce Don Garber, the Commissioner of Major League Soccer.
Thank you, Larry. You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, the concept and term soccer-specific stadium didn't exist. Our first stadium was built literally 20 years ago, and it was just a couple of years after that that the first stadium here in Los Angeles was built for the LA Galaxy. You know, we are building the foundation for this sport in the United States and Canada, brick by brick and stadium by stadium. In June, we'll open up Audi Field in Washington, D.C. That project took over 15 years. And to think that this group, sitting behind me and in front of me, were able to get this done in 18 months speaks to the power, the passion, and vision of these guys. It really is one of the more remarkable achievements in professional sports, not just in soccer. So the growth of all this has been driven by the vision and passion of our ownership group and this very, very large ownership group that we have here in Los Angeles that believe that we can be a league for a new America, for a country that's very young, it's very diverse, it's very global, and fits perfectly for the character of what soccer can be and what it is going to be in the years to come. And this stadium is a stadium for a new Major League Soccer, a league that's on the rise, that has a growing fan base, that has great players that I have to say to Bob, to Larry, and to John, you've put together a great team in a very, very short period of time. It's really a pleasure to watch you guys. So on behalf of all of your partners to this group and on behalf of millions and millions of soccer fans across the United States and Canada, what a proud and special moment for all of us. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the mayor. Let's have a great day today.
Thank you, Don. You know, we couldn't have done this without incredible political support. From City Hall to Washington, D.C., from LA County to Sacramento, we've just had incredible united support, and this is an example of what happens when public and private come together. And who better to talk about that than the best mayor in America, Eric Garcetti.
Thank you, Tom. Give it up for Tom one more time. Thank him for his great, amazing work. To Peter and to Henry and to Larry and to all the owners who have come together, Brandon, to everybody who dreamed for a moment that we could be here. Who was there at Union Station just a little while back when the logo was unveiled? And then at the groundbreaking right here, when we saw the great legacy of an arena that had outlived its days come down. And then to be here so quickly in this city of angels. I gave my annual State of the City address on Monday, and I said, this city is strong because the people of Los Angeles are strong. And look at you now, the workers who put this up, the architects who designed it, a league that believed in coming here a second time. And what is the brand of this club? There's no mascot. This is Los Angeles. We are Los Angeles. In the heart of this town, each one of these men and women stretching their wings out to say this is the best football, best soccer capital of America. And think about it, I hope one of the reasons why this was so successful and why we did it so quickly is this is a kind of town where you can come with your idea and get it done in a year or two. It's why on the opposite end of this park, George Lucas and his wife, Melody Hobson, broke ground on the largest gift for a museum in American history. And there'll be a girl here in South LA who comes up and sees how George Lucas imagined going into space, and then go over to the California Science Center and see how we actually did it and the Endeavor. Walk by a Coliseum that has hosted 2 and soon will host 3 Olympic opening ceremonies. And then come over here and catch a winning game of the LAFC. That's a heck of a day, all here in LA. And our department said yes. Our county with our great supervisor, Mark Ridley Thomas, said yes. Our city council, led by our great city council president, Herb Wesson, and an amazing council member for this district, Curran Price, said yes. And at a time when we need some good news in this world, this is good news. At a time when we need a place where everybody belongs in LA, and everybody belongs at LAFC. We are LAFC. Somos LAFC. Bienvenidos. Felicidades. Let's go win. And with that, let me introduce a great winner. He's kind of shy. You probably don't know much about him. He's lived in the shadow of Mia Hamm and Nomar for a long time, but he's finally coming out of that shadow. He's a man who is, you never know, I was 6 feet tall standing next to him, but he's tall, and he is one of the pillars of this town. Please welcome our dear friend, Irvin Magic Johnson.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All these short guys got to have the mic, so. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is only a great city when everybody gets to participate. And we're standing here today because everybody got a chance to participate in building this beautiful stadium. And it's right in the heart of Los Angeles. And I really believe what the Staples Center did for downtown, turning that whole area around, this beautiful stadium will do the same for this area. It might be the only stadium in America that right across the street is affordable housing. That's truly a true blessing. Oh yeah, we should clap for that because that means everybody gets to participate. So God is really good. I'm happy to be a part of this incredible ownership group. The team is already off to an amazing start. They play an entertaining style of soccer. I'm excited. And then everybody, next Sunday, be here. Our home opener. It's going to be truly amazing. So come on out and support this great team. Again, I'm happy to be a part of it. And just like we were able to turn the Lakers around into a championship team, we're going to do the same thing with this great soccer team, LAFC. We will be champions one day. God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. And last but not least, thank you, Peter, for bringing me in. I appreciate it. And I live right across the street from the main man, Larry, so this is very cool. So God bless everybody.
Park. The state of California represented by Undersecretary Tom Gibson and former Undersecretary Janelle Beelan. The 6th Agricultural District and Science Center Board led by Chair Fabian Wesson.
Give my wife a round of applause.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go for Fabian Wesson.
Good job.
The California Science Center, led by Jeff Rudolph. The California African American Museum, led by George Davis. The Natural History Museum, led by Dr. Lori Bettison Varga. The Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, led by Don Bacigalupi. The Friends of Expo Center, led by Belinda Jackson. The University of Southern California, represented today by Todd Dickey. The Office of Park Management, led by Anna Lasso. And the LA Memorial Coliseum Board, the Commission. Now, the Commission is incredibly important. In the era when we were looking for the entitlements, it was Mark Ridley Thomas, Reggie Jones Sawyer, the great Curran Price, and I'm going to mention Bill Chadwick, who today, Bill Chadwick would be smiling if he were here, and I want to just recognize him and recognize you all for the work you've done on that commission, and representing the commission and the 2nd District, the County of Los Angeles. You know him as MRT. It's Mark Ridley Thomas.
Well, thank you very much, Tom. One question, ladies and gentlemen. Is LAFC in the house today? Oh, Magic, I think they can do better than that. Is LAFC in the house today? Yeah. We here have a lot to be thankful for, and I'm glad just to be here to witness it. Peter Guber made it plain. I want to simply reinforce this point. This has exceeded expectations. There's no way you can come here and not marvel at what tremendous work has been done in record time, and this will have far-reaching implications for how Los Angeles moves forward in terms of its prowess from an economic point of view. You happen to know, according to the Sports and Entertainment Commission, Kathy Schlossman is out there, a shout out to Kathy, $190 billion in the creative economy, of which sports and entertainment is clearly a part. Right here, sports represents 162,000 direct jobs, 162,000 direct jobs, and this venue and all of what it represents will be a part of that, creating more economic prowess in this region. The County of Los Angeles is very proud to be home to this venue, 4,500 new jobs right here. It's about athleticism, it's about culture, it's about sport, it's about opportunity, it's about making Los Angeles all that it can be and more. And I simply want to say LAFC, the Banc of California, the whole team, public and private partners, arm in arm, have made a huge statement that will be the envy of sports venues for years to come. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Supervisor. You know, this is more than a soccer stadium, much more. This will be a place of world-class music concerts like Wango Tango. Ryan Seacrest will announce the lineup on Monday, and it's going to be here on June 2. Music festivals in the park will use this space. Other major sporting events like our friendly match against German power Dortmund on May 22nd. This is going to be a place of world-class food. Right over there, the Fields LA will be open this summer. Now, nothing like this on the planet. 8 top chefs from around the country will have their signature item in one place, including local chefs bubbling up. It's going to be amazing. We've got our retail store called Headquarters. We've got the best hospitality venue in LA. You're going to see some of that. This is a lot more than just soccer, but it's also going to be a place of excellence in sports and excellence in soccer. Excellence from LAFC. Excellence from all the international exhibitions. And excellence from the 2028 Olympic Games. No one represents American excellence better than our World Cup champion, our 2-time Olympic champion, our Hall of Famer, and a co-owner of LAFC and Banc of California Stadium. That's Mia Ham Garcia-Parra.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks, Magic, for raising it up for me. I appreciate that. No, what an incredible day. a day we've all been looking forward to. And for me, I just want to thank the entire ownership group for letting me be a part of this. And I want to thank all of you. You know, we still have people that are working tirelessly on the stadium as we speak to make sure everything is ready for our opening match. And this is an incredible stadium. It's an incredible venue. But it's our fans and it's our supporters that, yes, we are here in the heart of Los Angeles, but you guys are the heartbeat. And that is what I cannot wait to feel, to hear, to experience on the day of our first match. And to help create memories for each other. And I know this stadium, you were a huge part of it, but we did it for you. We did it for our city, and these players, they play for you. So every day when you walk in, every game you walk into the stadium, know that this is your home. This is our home, and we will cheer our lungs out for you guys. So thank you.
We couldn't have done this without a lot of experts. Could have never done it without our partnership with legends. And Shervin Mir Hashimi and your whole group, thank you for everything you contributed to this partnership, my friend. We couldn't have acquired and entitled this without experts, gifted political consultants from the M Group. Chris, Ialusham, Shannon, thank you. We had skilled legal counsel at every level with Latham and Watkins, DLA Piper, McDermott, Will and Emery, Seifert and Shaw, and then the financial expertise of Goldman Sachs and big banks like Banc of California that got behind this. We couldn't have done this without our impressive and dedicated Los Angeles City Council. The support of the 15 strong in that group was unanimous and constant. I'd like to recognize Councilman Jose Huizar, who is here with us today, and I'd like to recognize this next man who did more and does more for the 9th District, the new 9th, than anyone in recent years. This place is undergoing an enormous renaissance. It all is owed to Curran Price. He's been an incredible champion of this project. We cannot thank you enough, sir. We're honored to have you here.
Thank you, Tom. Welcome to the new 9th, or as I like to say, home of the LA Football Club. Pleasure to be here with my colleagues, Mayor Garcetti, Council President Herb Weston, Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas, neighbors and friends. But we're especially appreciative of the ownership. We appreciate your stepping up to the plate, providing the kind of financial resources, moral resources, and spunk that was necessary to make this project happen. Let's give it up for the ownership team. You know, this is really a defining moment in the history of South LA and in our beloved city. That's because the investment goes far beyond a $350 million private money, a state-of-the-art stadium with shops and restaurants, and it has certainly encouraged other investments here in Expo Park that you've heard about. But I applaud the LA Football Club organization for remaining firmly committed and achieving a 40% local hire goal. Let's give it up. And that has directly impacted the families and neighbors and friends living here in South LA. Individuals whom I have personally met and now who find themselves now employed in guest services, security, housekeeping, and food service positions here at the stadium. This is transforming the lives of everyday people like Clayton Pierce, now working as a guest experience representative. Clayton, where are you? All right, well, Clayton's probably, oh, there's Clayton over here. All right. A college graduate, Clayton grew up in the area and like many young adults was unable to find a job. Receiving a call from the LA Football Club, he tells me, relieved him of hardship and distress. Clayton, we wish you well with your new team and your new career move. We also have Samuel Wynn. Where's Samuel? Samuel? Samuel with us? There's Samuel standing up. Samuel successfully secured a post with LAFC as a job fair. And he successfully achieved his job at a job fair that we hosted. Today, he holds a porter position and is described by his manager as punctual, eager to work, and someone who goes above and beyond. Let's give it up for Samuel. I also want to acknowledge Kevin Gomez, another proud CD9 resident. Kevin says not only has the new stadium created more jobs, but it promotes community pride and is bringing together people from all walks of life and ages. And certainly, last but not least, I want you to meet Erica Barrios, who has called the 9th District home for more than 30 years. Erica, like the rest of the South LA community, Erica is excited about the new stadium and the anticipated increase in tourism and spending that's going to follow. These catalytic projects are the type of opportunities that can do nothing but good for people like Clayton and Samuel and Kevin and Erica and thousands of others. The real stories like theirs are the primary reason why my office was so adamant working with the team, insisting on local hire positions, especially on a project of this magnitude. I'm also proud of the fact that minority and women-owned businesses made up 37% of the suppliers and vendors to this project. That's right. Representing $90 million to date. And they're not through yet. But we understand this is more than just a stadium. This is because this is not something just surrounded by museums or housing developments, but developments like this are going to be here for generations to come. These are the pillars that will support future generations and help move LA, South LA forward. And so, yes, as we continue to build in the new 9th, we know that we have to work cooperatively and collaboratively to make it happen. This is an exciting start, and I'm looking forward to many, many, many championship seasons here for the LA Football Club.
Thank you, Council Member. LAFC is committed to the new 9th. We're committing and we're announcing today that we will donate $4 million over the next 7 years to projects in partnership with Councilman Price's office in the 9th District. Yeah. We couldn't have designed this without the creative vision and brilliance of hometown Gensler, led by Ron Turner and Jonathan Emmett. Thank you for your whole team and this beautiful masterpiece you created. We couldn't have built this without the hard work, discipline, precision of our general contractor, PCL, led by Jack Sample in the executive suite and Rick Garcia down here in the dirt. This thing is done on budget and early. Don't let the scaffolding on Fig fool you. That's the finishing touch. It's going to be gone. When's the last time you heard early on a project like this? Thank you, PCL. But we mentioned it earlier, couldn't have done it with the day-to-day work of the laborers, the union laborers. And we just heard about, they rolled their sleeves up and got the job done. And for the record, it's 40.1% local and 37.7% minority women businesses. All right? You want to talk about hard work and rolling up your sleeves? This next gentleman, the president of the LA City Council and the husband of Fabian Wesson, Mr. Herb Wesson.
Magic unhooks the mic because he needs to lift it. I discharge the mic so that I can lower it. I represent the hobbits of the world. Give the hobbits a round of applause. We are people too. You know, it's just a great honor to be here today, and I think we need to give a round of applause to all of the people that are here, all of the management, all of the ownership. Give them a round of applause. But we should expect this from this great city, because we are LA. We are a big city. We do big stuff. That's who we are. That's how we roll. And when we come together, anything is possible. So it's my honor, Tom, wherever the hell you are, to be a part of this. And the thing that's real cool, it was just, I don't know, 18, 20 months ago, we were a little bit south, and this was a dream. Well, we also in LA have Hollywood. That's where dreams are born. And that's where dreams come true. And there's a couple of kids, at least right now, kicking the hell out of a soccer ball into a wall somewhere, dreaming of one day playing in this stadium as a professional. In fact, Mayor, you and I in our wheelchairs will come back in 2028 and we'll watch a couple of these kids playing in the Olympics. Anyway, God bless us all. We couldn't have done it without your work, your support. This is what happens when people come together. God bless us. I like the wheelchair joke.
God bless us, God bless you. Thank you. So we've officially launched our LAFC Foundation. I talked about the $4 million earlier. We're going to support programs that empower youth across greater Los Angeles by providing access and opportunities to soccer, teaching life skills, supporting public education, and promoting health and well-being. The foundation this week is constructing a new futsal court, a safe place for kids to play at Menlo Avenue Elementary School. This is a joint venture with Adidas and the U.S. Soccer Federation about, what, 4 or 5 blocks from here? I can't talk about the foundation without a special thank you to Tara Goober. Tara passionately led our efforts to found the foundation and has started the journalistic learning initiative with the foundation at the Accelerated School about 3 blocks from right here. Special thanks to Allison Berg, Allison Rosenthal, Natasha Beck, and the rest of our LAFC family. We pledge to be a force for good in this community. Someone who's been a force for good his whole life and a major league performer is Nomar Garciaparra.
Well, for me personally, what makes this day so special and come true is that I was exactly like those kids they were just talking about. I was the one kicking the ball against the wall. I was the one hoping and praying to play in a venue like this. I was the one who was right there at the Coliseum at like 8 years old playing at halftime in front of Major League professional soccer games. I was that little kid. And now it's special for me to be honored, and it's an honor to be here now, up here, to unveil this new house. And what's great about it is I was asked earlier about this, what does this mean to you? And I thought about even the first time I went to Dodger Stadium. I was 5 years old. They asked me, do I remember what team that was playing? I have no idea. But I do remember the emotion I had. I walked into a cathedral on a hill. I'm with my parents. I'm on their shoulders. I had a Dodger dog. You remember all of those. And that's the experience we want to keep for generations to come. That's the feeling. And I tell all of you players, remember, when you get to step on the pitch, it's beautiful, but more importantly, be that kid again. We created an environment to be a kid, to show that passion, to show that love. And that's exactly what LA is about. I'm so proud. This is for you guys. Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow. We couldn't have done this without Alice Shing, Jim Bailey, Larry Friedman, John Thorrington, Rich Orozco. And I want to give you 113 more names of the dedicated employees of LAFC. I really want to say them all. I think I'll cry if I do, though, so I'm not going to. I do want to point out 25 special employees that we've made reference to. First team members, could you guys stand up, turn around, wave? 3 road wins already for this group. Fellas, this is for you. The time is here. All right, I like it. And I'm going to introduce one more employee, and that's their head coach, Bob Bradley.
Thank you. Yes, we can. So, yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right, good. So, when the team walks on the field, there must be passion, there must be heart, there must be perspective. Because before kickoff, you look around and you take it all in. And you think about who made that happen, all right? You see the 32-52. You see the guys up there. Thanks, Ben, all right? The people who made the work, all right? You think about all the people behind the scenes, and at kickoff, you represent all of them. Right? At kickoff, it's time. With Magic's Lakers, showtime. Perform, excite, compete, win, all right? And so now we get the chance, the opportunity to do it at Banc of California Stadium, all right? For everyone who's been part of it, it's our house, and together, we're LAFC. Thank you.
Our final speaker helped create one of the flagship community initiatives for LAFC's foundation. The LAFC Youth Leadership Program empowers and trains at-risk high school students to organize and coach year-round youth soccer programs in the community, provides life skills and develops leadership skills for these kids as mentors and role models, and gives a safe place to play. Augustus Hawkins High School, right down the street, is where Bishop David O'Connell partnered with Rich Orozco and others to start the program, and we're so grateful for that, Bishop. Bishop is here. Bishop David O'Connell has served the Archdiocese of Los Angeles for 40 years, 30 of which were in the 9th District in South LA. You know, Bishop, we've called this building the Cathedral of Soccer in America, and we need you to give it a blessing.
So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Now, when we started the soccer academy about 5 years ago with Rich Orozco, we called it LAFC. That was the name we gave it, Los Angeles Football Club. And for a small price, we let you use our name, okay? For a small consideration, you know. But isn't it great to be here? We're blessed, we're blessed. But one of our guiding philosophy for forming the youth academy and the soccer academy was we wanted young people who are living in the middle of a narrative of their lives that was leaning towards defeat. We wanted them to be able to see themselves in a new way, and that was key. We want these young people to see themselves as great soccer players, but also as leaders, as mentors, as coaches, as referees, as leaders in our community. And so this was transformative for those young people, and still is. And that's what this great day is about too, that we as LA see ourselves in a new way. I think all the leaders here have spoken about that in some way, that this is an amazing city. But we want to take this sport of soccer, which is loved all over the world, and make it the sport to unite Los Angeles, because we have people here from all over the world. And we want to see ourselves in a new way, that there's something new possible here in the world in which we live right now, which is getting so fragmented. that we can come together and we can have a vision for our city, and especially for our young people, that we can give them a great future. So I ask the Lord God to bless each one of you, all of you who are giving so much of your blood, sweat, and tears and resources to make this dream a reality. We ask, Lord, to bless you abundantly, and to bless Los Angeles, to bless LAFC, bless this great place. And may we be a place to unite us together with a vision that we can be united together and we can build a better world for our young people. And we ask the Lord to bless you all abundantly on this great day. Amen.
Stay seated, please.
You good, Tom? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.